Breaking news now, a possible homicide in Wilson County. The Lebanon Democrat reports a body of a man was found by a family member inside a home on Rocky Valley Road near Lebanon yesterday. His name has not been released. They're pending notification of the family, but we still don't know how he died. Investigators say there was some sort of trauma to the body, so they are going to treat this as a homicide. As soon as we get more information, we'll pass it along.
Amy, a scary case of road rage sends bullets flying along a busy interstate. Now the driver accused of pulling the trigger is behind bars. Austin Mars was arrested and charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. It was back on January 14th. The 22-year-old allegedly opened fire on another vehicle along I-440 in a case of what police are saying is road rage. After hearing several popping noises, the victim got off the exit there at Murphy Road, found a couple of bullet holes in his car. Using the vehicle's description, police were finally able to track Mars down, and the victim confirmed that, yeah, that's the guy who was shooting at me.
A Kentucky deputy is in the hospital this morning after getting shot on the job. Kentucky State Police say it happened yesterday while Simpson County Deputy Eddie Lawson was serving a warrant for domestic violence and threats. Investigators say the suspect, Ben Wyatt, pulled a gun and shot Lawson twice. Lawson fired back and hit the 28-year-old in the arm before Wyatt ran away. Friend of Deputy Lawson works across the street and saw what happened.
I heard gunshots and I ran up front to see what was going on, and I saw Officer Lawson running through the backyard over there. Deputy Lawson, he's a really awesome person, and I couldn't imagine anybody would want to do something like that to him.
Officers found Wyatt hiding in a field a few blocks away. He and the deputy were taken to the hospital. We don't have updates on their condition so far this morning, though.
He is wanted for a violent attack that left a man with a broken jaw. This morning, police need your help tracking down the thug. An outstanding warrant charging Jonquis Compton with aggravated assault was just issued. The 18-year-old accused of beating up a 59-year-old man so badly that the guy was left unconscious inside a convenience store. They had apparently had a parking disagreement back in January. That teenager is also a person of interest in the shooting death of John Sykes at Edge Hill Homes back in April. If you have any idea where Jonquis Compton may be, call Crime Stoppers, and there's this picture again. 615-74-CRIME is the number to call.
Happening now, police are searching for the person who robbed a woman at gunpoint at a South Nashville store. Matthew Torres live at the Dollar General on Bell Road. Matthew, this is so scary.
It's so scary knowing that it's just a simple walk to her car when this woman was robbed at gunpoint. According to Metro Police, whoever this gunman is went up behind her and at gunpoint stole her purse. In the meantime, Metro Police are now working with surveillance images from the parking lot here at the Dollar General. Just take a look at those images. This is believed to be an early 2000 champagne-colored Ford Taurus with a Tennessee license plate. The car has front end damage to the driver's side door. Now, as far as the suspect, it seems like he wasn't wearing a mask. The witness said she is describing him as a black man in his mid-20s, unshaven with short dreads, approximately 5'10", with a heavy build. Again, that's really what detectives are working with right now. So if you recognize the car or really have any information about this robbery, call Crime Stoppers at 615-74-CRIME. That woman was not hurt. We are live in South Nashville this morning. I'm Matthew Torres, News Channel 5.
All right, Matthew, thank you very much. 2 men, including a Fort Campbell soldier, facing some serious charges this morning after apparently blowing up several mailboxes for some odd reason. Investigators say that Ethan English and Daniel Cordes put homemade devices, explosive devices, into 3 mailboxes in Hopkinsville. The blasts not only damaged the mailboxes, but also a pickup truck and a couple of tractors nearby. Both men are facing multiple charges, including burglary and use of a weapon of mass destruction.
A mid-state school is closed this morning after some serious threats. Not many details known right now, but we're told a teen made the threats about Canning County High School Wednesday night. The school was locked down yesterday so deputies could search. We're told they didn't find anything, but classes are canceled today so officials can complete their investigation. The name of the teen taken into custody hasn't been released at this time.
Well, for the first time now in several months, the two former Vanderbilt football players accused of rape will be facing a judge today. A status hearing taking place a little bit later this morning. Kimberly Davis is live at the Birch building with the very latest. And Kimberly, these guys have both been in that building several times in the past, but we haven't seen them in a little while anyway.
Exactly. Good morning, Steve. Well, they'll be in the court for another time after several months, as you just mentioned. And in today's pretrial hearing, both parties will come together to outline discovery proceedings as well as define what will be tried in the new case starting on April 4th. Now, as I just mentioned, both guys were in jail, but they are out after a mistrial was declared. Those two guys, Brandon Vandenberg and Corey Beatty, they're expected to go before a judge today. Both men were convicted last year of raping an unconscious woman in Vandenberg's dorm in June of 2013. But the judge threw out those convictions because of an issue with a juror who did not disclose he was a past victim of statutory rape. The two other players involved, Jaborian McKenzie and Brandon Banks, also are facing similar charges and have pleaded not guilty. Those two additional players are most likely not going to be in court today, but Beatty as well as Vandenberg will be there for their pretrial hearing. And the official new start of the new case will be on April 4th. We will be following the latest, so be sure to stay with News Channel 5. For now, we are live in front of the Birch building. Kimberly Davis, News Channel 5.